Hi, my name is Dr. Beth Westy. Hi. I'm a chiropractor by training, but a women's health expert. I have a book coming out later this year. Hopefully it comes out. I've been working on it for, a couple of years now. Compiling all the data, information, research I've done on women's health, nutrition, hormones, everything. And I've done a lot of work clinically with women and women's health. So I'm going to give you kind of a brief run through of hormone cleansing, why it's important that women really focus on their health, their hormones, and why that's so different from plans that are out there, programs that are out there, and why they don't work, or why it's tough to, just eat healthy and exercise and you should lose weight, Well, not necessarily. The body doesn't necessarily work like that, especially for women that have hormone issues, stress, and other things. So that's what I'm going to cover right now, very, very briefly. Trust me, I could go on for hours on some of this stuff, but I'll try and keep it short. So a big piece of what I talk about is nutrition for women, nutrition that matches women's cycles, women's hormones. Your body's doing something hormonally different every week, and it's important that you're working with your body and the phase that it's in naturally. So there's a lot of, charts and things that I have. If you'd like that chart, my nutrition chart for each week of your cycle, I can send that to you. Just let me know. It's fantastic, super easy guide to follow. And, but a big part for women that's really frustrating is that women will be thinking to themselves, I'm eating healthy, I'm trying to work out, but nothing's changing. Or I lost a little bit of weight, or I did this extreme thing, and yes, I got a result, but now I'm not able to get that same result, or I gained the weight back and then some. Well, what's happening is that your body actually is shutting down your metabolism and it's not working, and stress hormone gets locked in your fat cells. So this is what this kind of looks like. Where to put my pen? Okay. So these are fat cells that are flat, like little deflated balloons that are in your body. You're born with the same number of fat cells that you have right now. You don't get more, like when you gain weight, when people gain weight, you don't get more fat cells. And when you lose weight, you don't lose the fat cells. They just expand and get bigger, or they shrink. So smaller fat cells is what people typically want. They don't want less fat, they want smaller fat cells. So when you have a lot of stress, and the stress hormone is called cortisol, when you have an extreme stress in your body, you've gone through pregnancy or hormone changes, all these things impact the body. Hormones get built up in your body, and your body's response to it is to lock it in these fat cells like this. The fat cells will balloon up, it will hold on to energy, which is calories, that's the food from the food you're eating, and it will lock in there. Now this is done in your visceral fat. That's fat in your abdomen and near your internal organs and everything. Now, the problem with this is that your body cannot release this fat cell. So when you are trying to eat right and exercise and everything, you're trying to use, fat cells that have stored energy for energy. But when your body is housing this hormone crap in there, it cannot release it. It just cannot. It will not use this fat cell for energy source because it is so hard on the body. It's trying to protect yourself. Your body's super efficient. So its job is to, okay, we're going to hold on to everything, all this excess crap in this fat cell. The only way physiologically that you can have your body tap into this energy source, reach these fat cells, and use them as an energy source, releasing that excess hormone, is to go through the cleansing process. Now, what that looks like, it's not a regular cleanse. It's not like an intestinal cleanse where you run into the bathroom and stuff all the time. That's a different kind of cleanse. This is called a cellular fat burning cleanse, and it's targeted at the body. So how this works is that it takes 8 hours to burn stored carbohydrates. So say you start at 6 a.m. by fasting, not eating. The first 8 hours of the day, you're burning stored carbohydrate. By 2 o'clock p.m., you've burned all your stored carb in the body. That's everything you ate yesterday and everything else. And after 2 o'clock, you'd be hitting into that deep fat burning mode. That is the only time that you can access your deep fat burning mode. This is my youngest daughter, Azalea, poking her face in here. Yes, go ahead and have a pancake, kiddo. This is how I do videos, I guess. Kids popping in. Okay, so here is the only time you can access these fat cells. These fat cells only get activated after that mark there. Otherwise, your body won't use it. Your body will use, so people who try and, I'm not going to eat, and then you get super, super hungry and you're not set up to actually do a proper cleanse. You're just burning stored carb. You run out of carb, you get really hungry, then you gorge yourself and eat too much. That's totally screwing up your metabolism. Eating 1,500 calories a day and trying to work out like crazy, also screwing up your metabolism. This process gets rid of the fat cells that are housing all that excess hormone. Now, it's really, really important. Once you do tap into that, physiologically force your body to tap into that energy reserve, there's a specific cleanse component that I use, that I recommend people use, that has an aloe component to it that gets all this hormone out of your body. You don't want this hanging out in your bloodstream. Once it gets released into your bloodstream, you want it to take a hike. If it hangs out, your fat cells have the opportunity to grab onto it again. No, you want it ejected from the body. That's part of the cleansing process. And going back up here. Now, cleansing doesn't always feel good, especially when you get started, when your body's kicking loose a ton of stuff. Even for me, I've been cleansing for a while, and recently I've had some stress in my life just because it's life, right? And all of a sudden I've been doing some cleanse days again, more frequent than I normally do for maintenance. And whoofda, I can really tell a difference now of some of that excess stress just coming out of my body. So my cleanse days are a little bit different now for me, meaning I feel an effect of it. I feel like, I kind of feel junky going through it. But the next day, I feel amazing. My metabolism is boosted. It boosts your immune system by going through it. You have tons of energy and your body gets refreshed. It's like rebooting a computer. You restart everything and it gets to start over healthier and stronger. So that is what the fasting fat cell cleanse does. It works with metabolism, it works with your body, and it's getting rid of that stress hormone and everything else. The fantastic thing about this is that when I start working with women on this, we start with the nutrition piece of it. I don't even start talking about exercise regimens or workouts or any of that other crazy stuff until you've got this down and this is successful for you. I also have other meal plan guides and things available right behind me. This is from yesterday. Protein, fat, carbs. I talk about complete nutrients, so you're eating healthy foods that are good for you, that are strong for you. Having all these health components part of it, because it's going to keep you fueled longer. This is a tough process to go through for your body. Going through a cell cleanse, you've got to make sure your body's strong enough and healthy enough to kick that fat cell in the butt and get that hormone out of your body, and then recover and be stronger from it. Once you get this process down, you're going to be amazed at how different your life can be. You're going to have energy. You're going to not be fatigued anymore. You're going to be able to sleep better. You're going to be able to work out and have stamina, and you're just going to feel good. Along with, oftentimes, the side effect of all that is just dropping all that excess weight, because those fat cells are not going to be holding on to that excess hormone. So I'm hoping that this explains it a little bit. This is just sort of kind of a brief overview. I do regular Zoom calls on this, so I can talk about nutrition and hormones for hours. Sometimes I do. But hopefully this is kind of a brief overview to give you a little idea about how this works, how this can work for you, what this can do to help, especially when you talk about, health issues, health concerns, and being frustrated. So anyway, I just wanted to put this together for you and send it over. Let me know if you have any questions, and I'll chat with you soon.